Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I wanted to answer the question, can one person make a game with UE5? In the past, game development required a team of highly specialized programmers, artists, sound designers, and much more. But thanks to some of the tools and features inside of Unreal Engine, you can now handle almost every aspect of game development on your own or with a relatively small team. From the beginner-friendly blueprint system, to the massive library of fab assets and Quixel Megascans, to the built-in plugins that save hundreds of hours, you can speed up your workflow and make your game look professional without needing a massive team of in-house artists. In this video, I'll explain why UE5 has changed indie game development forever, breaking down the features that enable solo developers, and sharing proven tips to improve your workflow. And a big thank you to Epic Games for sponsoring this video. Unreal Engine is currently hosting the Indie Games Week from the 13th to the 17th of April with developer interviews from inspiring indie teams and live streams to help you get started with your journey. So go ahead and check out the link in the description to the developer interviews below. And let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Unreal Engine 5 has completely changed the game for indie developers, and here's why. First, let's talk about blueprints. Blueprints are the visual scripting language of Unreal Engine. If you've never heard of blueprints or used them before, basically they're like connecting various nodes together with wires. It makes programming games incredibly easy and intuitive, even for complete beginners. If you're someone with zero coding experience or programming background, you can easily pick up Unreal Engine and start making full games just by using blueprints. In fact, many successful games have been made only using blueprints. Some indie titles that were made by solo developers that only use blueprints were actually two other creators here on YouTube. The first one being Pontypants, which is a developer who created the game Punch a Bunch. He used blueprints to make a boxing game, which he sold thousands of copies. Another creator who used blueprints to develop their Unreal Engine game was Two Star Games, who created the hit game Choo Choo Charles, which was a massive success. He also developed his game using blueprints, but blueprints are not only limited to indie/solo developers. Some bigger studios, even AA studios, have been using blueprints to publish games. For example, Expedition 33, which won Game of the Year in 2025, was comprised of 95% blueprints. That's right, the game's code consisted of 95% blueprints, and that game won the Game of the Year award. So it's not just a question of whether you can use blueprints to make a complete game, there's already a proven track record of successful games built with them. One of the biggest advantages of Unreal Engine 5 for solo developers is the amount of tools and features that essentially empower indie developers. First, let's talk about the Fab Marketplace. The Fab Marketplace is a gold mine for solo developers, offering thousands of high-quality assets ranging from character models to environments to animations and particle effects. Instead of spending months trying to create a 3D asset from scratch, you can actually purchase assets or even download free assets and customize them to fit your game's art style. For example, there are loads of free assets available already on Fab, and studios like Sandfall Entertainment actually leverage these free assets when developing Expedition 33. If you don't already know, Epic Games actually gives away 6 free asset packs every single month. All you have to do is have an Epic Games account, head over to Fab, and usually the first and third Tuesday of every month, you can claim them once and you'll own them forever. This is what I've been doing, and many other developers have been doing this over the past couple of years. And as you can see, I've amassed a massive library of free high-quality assets. The developers over at Sandfall Entertainment also have been doing this. In one of my previous videos, I took a look under the hood and dug into some of the game files of Expedition 33, and to my surprise, we found that they actually use a lot of free assets from the monthly free giveaway. In addition to the free assets that they use, they also used a lot of paid marketplace assets and content. For example, plugins like Fluid Flux, Fluid Ninja, and much more. These are all assets that developers can buy and provide pre-built logic for your games. Another game changer that the Fab Marketplace has to offer is the library of Quixel Megascans. Quixel Megascans is a library of over 1,000 free high-quality photorealistic assets that integrates seamlessly into Unreal Engine 5. Expedition 33 also made use of Quixel Megascans assets in their game, and it's incredibly easy to use them. Whether your game needs nanite detailed assets or just LOD meshes, you can pick and choose the download quality that you need for your game. In fact, I recently used some free Quixel Megascans assets in a zombie first-person shooter game that I was working on, and for example, I used this free sandbag asset. The thing about these assets is that they come in raw photoscan detail. However, you can still choose the quality setting, and in this case, I picked the low quality asset and got the optimized LOD version to fit whatever type of game you're creating. In my case, my game was targeting at least 90 FPS on the Steam Deck, and using these Megascans assets fit perfectly into my game. Unreal Engine 5 also comes with a lot of built-in tools, features, and plugins that can save hundreds of hours of development time. In the case of Expedition 33 over at Sandfall Entertainment, they only had a team of 3 programmers. Yes, that's right, they only had 3 programmers for the entire game, and so it was critical that they used blueprints in order for the rest of the team, like the artists, etc., people who might not have had programming skills or technical abilities. It was important for them to understand what's going on, but ultimately, Sandfall Entertainment leveraged many built-in plugins and features that come with Unreal Engine 5 that would normally require a massive team to develop, especially if you were to create these tools from complete scratch. For example, one built-in tool that they used was the Common UI plugin. The Common UI plugin, which works alongside other different systems like the Enhanced Input system. The Enhanced Input allows you to add various different types of inputs for controllers, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, really any platform that you want to support. You can add inputs for all the different game actions. And then with the Common UI plugin, you could program advanced UI systems that will work seamlessly on whatever platform you ship your game on. Let's say you want to develop a game for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and also maybe Nintendo Switch. All these separate platforms have different input layouts, different buttons, button names, and button icons. For example, on the Xbox, you have the X, Y, A, B buttons, but on the PlayStation, there are the square, triangle, the circle, and the X. So you'd normally have to add all the icons for the various actions and different platforms, but with Common UI, you can easily set up input actions and bind them to the specific widgets so you can have it work seamlessly when you ship your game. And this, of course, is just one small part of the picture when it comes to making a game. There are tons of moving parts and little details that if you were to develop yourself would either take a large team and if not thousands of development hours to create. Instead, by using Unreal Engine 5, you can get all these built-in tools and cross-platform features that make cross-platform development not only possible, but also incredibly feasible for indie teams and even solo developers. And Common UI is only scratching the surface. There are other built-in plugins, tools, and features that Sandfall Entertainment and many other developers have leverage in their games. For example, there are meta sounds, geometry scripting, the water tools, hair strands, Niagara particle effects, and many other third-party tools like the Advanced Locomotion System, Mesh Morpher, Kawaii Physics, and Dragon IK. And with many other built-in tools, features, and plugins, you can legitimately level the playing field as a solo developer and be able to develop games that would normally take a large development team. Now, solo game development is not without its challenges. One of the biggest, if not the biggest challenges, is time management. Finding the time to actually sit down and work on your game. When you're wearing all the hats as a programmer, an artist, a level designer, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. To tackle this, you'll need to set goals and stick to a simple schedule. You have to break these goals down into simple tasks, whether that's daily tasks and weekly objectives, to keep track of your deadlines. When I was balancing game development while working a full-time job, I only had a few hours a day to work on my games and also uploading YouTube tutorials. So I really had to focus on time management. Basically, what was I going to get done in those few hours every single day? And I typically write down a daily to-do list so that when I got home from work, I wouldn't have to sit at my computer and try and figure out what I was supposed to get done for that day. The most important thing is to remember that it's okay to progress at your own pace. Consistency is key, even if you can only dedicate a couple of hours a week to work on your game. Staying motivated is also another big challenge as a sole developer. This just comes with the territory when you're working alone. One resource that you can use is the Epic Developer Community. It's one place that you can document your work and share your work with other aspiring developers. Another way to stay motivated as well is to create a YouTube channel. You can create a YouTube channel where you just document your progress. Maybe it's just uploading a few work in progress clips of your game while you're developing so you can keep track of your progress. And another option is to follow other people who are on the same journey as you. Maybe there's other creators you can watch who inspire you along your game development journey. Now, if you're still sitting here wondering whether it's possible to actually create a game all by yourself, I'm here to tell you that it's not only possible, but also here to show you some examples of some successful solo developers. The first example was the developer behind the successful game Punch-a-Bunch, developed entirely solo. Punch-a-Bunch is a physics-based fighting game that gained a massive popularity on Steam. Pontypants, the developer, leveraged Unreal Engine's Blueprint system to create a fun, engaging game that resonates with the players. He uploaded devlogs documenting the entire game's development progress, success all the way up to the launch of the game, and it was his first game that he ever made. Another standout game developer was Two Star Games. Two Star was the developer behind the hit success Choo Choo Charles, a survival horror game where players face off against a spider train. He used Unreal Engine and blueprints when developing the game and crafted an incredibly immersive world. He also uploaded devlogs documenting the progress of his game, which you can watch on his channel, and his game was also a massive success. Manor Lords, a medieval strategy game that dives into the intricacies of city building with sweeping tactical battles. This was a widely successful game made by a solo developer back in 2024 and sold over 3 million copies. Just showcases what one developer can create using Unreal Engine. Now, these stories aren't just examples, they are proof that solo development is even more accessible with Unreal Engine 5 features and tools. With a little bit of determination, you too can bring your own games to life. Just draw inspiration from these examples and start working on your own game today. So there you have it. You don't need a team to create a game inside of Unreal Engine 5. With tools like blueprints, built-in plugins like Enhanced Input, Common UI, and other assets from the Fab Marketplace, solo developers have everything they need to bring their visions to life. Whether you're inspired by games like Expedition 33, which was comprised of 95% blueprints and heavily relied on pre-built plugins and marketplace assets, or maybe you were inspired by solo developers like Two Star Games or Pontypants with Punch a Bunch, the idea is clear. Your creativity and goals are the only limits. Unreal Engine 5 empowers you to handle every aspect of game development all on your own. Unreal Engine is hosting Indie Games Week from the 13th to the 17th of April with developer interviews from inspiring indie teams and live streams to help you get started with your journey. You can go ahead and check out the Unreal Indie Games Week interviews and resources, the links in the description below, and go ahead and make some games and have some fun. And before you go, make sure that you leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more game development tips and tutorials. Also, let me know down in the comments what type of game you're working on or planning to create. I'd love to hear your guys' projects. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.